I found that when seasons are changing is when we are the most uncomfortable. Well, for obvious reasons, everything's all over the place. We might not know what we're doing. We might not know our next steps. We might not know who we are anymore. And so we're going through an identity crisis. We go through ups and downs, obstacles, challenges, fears, things that come up inside of us, patterns from the past. All these things come up to stop us. But when it's time, your soul knows. And you'll start to feel an urge. And where you are is uncomfortable. Where you're going is uncomfortable. This is when you're on the cusp of becoming a new creation. I believe when we're in a new season, or when we're coming into a new season, winters get really, really, really hard. They're harder because it's an unfamiliar place. And our human nature desires comfort. It desires our surroundings to remain the same in order for us to be okay. But within that stagnant place, sometimes mediocrity comes, sometimes unhappiness comes, and complacency begins to arrive, because our soul is yearning for more. Our soul is yearning for something fresh, something new, something that represents its purpose, because see, the soul has its direct orders. It already has the whole purpose written out. The plan is on it. It's the hard drive. So, but your flesh, your humanness, it desires comfort. It desires whatever it desires in that moment presently to bring it fulfillment and make life easy. These two things, the soul and your vehicle that needs to fulfill its purpose, the soul's purpose, they have to come together as one. They have to unify. In order to do that, you have to break out of all of the things that challenges you. You have to overcome. You have to transcend. But during this process, it's a fight. It's hard. It's ugly. It's gritty. It hurts. Sometimes it's confusing. But I tell you this, when you start to align more with your soul and you start to release your human nature, you begin to have these weird experiences where it's like, that person said this to me. I was just asking that question. Or for some reason, I just felt like that pastor said that to me. Or for whatever reason, I just clicked on this thing and it confirmed something that I was thinking that I should do. And see, that's when your soul begins to send you these miracle signs and wonders, because it's trying to, through your intuition, through the spiritual realm, it's trying to recalibrate you and get you back on path. Obviously, it needs you to catch the signs, the wonders, the miracles that some would call synchronicities. Okay, that's when the spiritual realm becomes active in the three-dimensional space, and you can see it by random occurrences that seem coincidental. That is the way that the soul confirms you are on path. It might not feel like it. It doesn't have to look like it. Remember, that is your human nature. It's designed to survive. It does not want things to go off course. It has to make sense. It is logical. Your soul is not. And so when these seasons are changing, when you have these moments, and the more you have them, the more you hear just that one song that spoke to you when you were feeling down and you were confused, and it told you the very thing that you felt like you knew but you weren't quite sure, that person walks up to you and says something that you were just wondering about, remember, that's the soul's way of saying, hey, you're on point. Keep going. So keep going.